to score 95.3 on your TEAS exams and how to get into nursing school. Hi, my name is Zoe and I scored within the 99th percentile for the nursing entry exam called the TEAS exams, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I did it. I will swear by this. Number one, and I've been saying this ever since I took the TEAS and I saw my exam score, there is this study curriculum course, whatever you want to call it, that had so many similar questions to the actual TEAS exams. Like, I was shook it. And even if it didn't have that exact same question, it had like the same type of similar wording, similar concept, whatever. And it really helps me, especially in the science section, which is like the hardest section of the TEAS. My last video that I made about the study course curriculum went viral, and I asked for a coupon code or some type of discount for my followers because so many of you guys were downloading this course and I wanted to have like an affordable option for you guys. So it's the Metrics TEAS online study course. I'm going to post it right here. And I will leave the link in my bio for you guys. But I love this thing. Like, I will swear by how many similar questions it had to the actual TEAS exams and why I feel like I scored so high. I scored perfect on the math section. I did not miss one question. And I just did so many practice questions because it kind of gets you set up for actual questions that are going to show up on your TEAS exam. So with this course, it helps sets you up. English, writing, reading portion, whatever, like those sections of the TEAS exams. This curriculum was a lifesaver. This is a huge TEAS tips, guys. Whether you get the question right, whether you get the question wrong, you read the rationales. You take the practice questions over and over again. You go through like their curriculum, whatever, and then you take the practice questions. And then from the practice questions, you read the rationales, whether it's right, whether it's wrong, you read the rationales. Even if that question, you might be like, okay, well, what if that question's not on the TEAS exams? The rationale will always be on the TEAS exams because it's the same type of curriculum. Like, it is all like similar stuff on the TEAS exams. Like, it's all the same concepts, if that makes sense. Like for the science section, for example, it's basic anatomy, basic biology, basic physiology type of stuff. If you get the rationale and the way like systems or organs work, like you will understand and know how to answer the questions that show up on the TEAS. And with this curriculum, when you read the rationales and do the practice questions, do the flashcards and do all those like extra things, helps set you up in understanding like what is right and what is wrong. Also, my second TEAS tips for you guys, and something that I feel like is really underrated, is do this if you have the ability to. So if you're still going through your prereqs and you're getting ready to take your TEAS exam, schedule your like anatomy, physiology, like your science classes to the end of your prereqs right before you take your TEAS exams. Because like I said, the TEAS exams, it's like the basic anatomy and like things you may have learned even in high school. Because for me, I personally already took my prereqs like a year before I took my TEAS. You know what I mean? Like, I took it a while back that when I was studying, I was like, oh my gosh, like I low-key don't remember this. This was like a while ago. So I had to go through the study course and like reteach myself or how blood pumps through the heart. You know what I mean? Like, it's better you don't have to reteach yourself and you take your like anatomy, physiology classes right before you take your TEAS exam so it's more fresh. And I'm thinking of doing like a TEAS series, which is like TEAS Tips Tuesdays maybe. Week, like I sit down, I talk about TEAS tips. We could go through the curriculum. We could do the practice tests that I did. I'll give you guys more tips on how I scored so well on the TEAS exams and also some of my study techniques that I use. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Mwah! Rooting for you, my future nurses.